place where we all can belong.
Today is the day, closing day up here on our custom home on Glass Street in St. Mary's. We're going to take you in for the full tour today, but just before we do, a few notes about this house. It's a 1,462 square foot bungalow. We built it custom for some customers who are looking to downsize, who wanted all the accommodation of main floor living with a little bit of room in the basement to expand when family visits and things like that. Just a few notes. Oh, I guess also I should mention this is a net zero ready home. So it has all the tenets of net zero ready, triple pane windows, really high air scores and all those great things. So we'll kind of detail some of that as we go through today. But just before we do, we've got this really nice gray overhead door with the white trims all around and blue siding, and then stone accenting here on the front to give it a little bit of texture. We've got this really nice covered front porch here, and then the pop of the front door there with the yellow. So we'll take you on in and show you around. Here we go. Entering in through the front door here, we come into a little bit of a front foyer, and I'll just turn you around so you can have a look at that. A little bit of a raised ceiling here in the front foyer just to give it a little bit more spatial feel. Pennant light here, sort of chandelier light just as you walk in, and then we've got some nice vinyl tile there as you come in the door. And then just off the front foyer, this is a flex room. We've got the vinyl plank flooring in the flex room here, some double doors coming into this space as well. This is very much going to be used as a flex room. It's going to be used for guests with a day bed for sleeping overnight potentially, as well as an office for this customer, and who knows, could be a den, could be a spare bedroom, who knows what it'll be down the road from that. This window here looks out towards the front covered porch there that we just saw, and then we've got our piano window just off the side to let a little bit of natural light into the space but still allow for privacy in this front room here. Then we come back through and into this great room space, starting here with the kitchen, which turned out looking really great. So we've got a bit of a darker gray and white sort of color scheme going on here with all sorts of different textures that you can see. Here's this nice quartz countertop with a nice graining that's going right through there, and then you've got just a nice subway tile here. No uppers on this side, just wanted to keep this looking clean, and with a nice clean range hood you can see there, and a couple of wall mounted lights on either side of the window centering on the sink. So yeah, it turned out looking really good. There's lots of pots and pans drawers on this side of the island as well. We've got a drawer style microwave here, which just opens with the click of a button. So sometimes when that microwave is down a little bit lower, it can be sort of cumbersome to load. So the drawer style microwave really gives it some nice accessibility there and ease of use. And then of course everything folds up and can be put away nicely there. Come back through this way, we've got the walk-in pantry. Walk-in pantry does have a beverage fridge and lots of cabinetry for storage. This customer has had some specific uses for the kitchen that they needed lots of storage in their walk-in pantry, but still wanted to have a clean looking sort of modern-y kitchen here, and we think we achieved that very well. I'll just turn you back over here. So this is dining room just off the kitchen here. You can kind of picture a table sitting here centered on this piano window. Again, similar to the flex room, the piano window just sort of gives us some natural light without looking directly at our neighbor, right there in the dining room. And then that carries through to the living room. Just before I do that, you've got this vaulted ceiling through here, which just gives a little bit of grandness to the space, and it connects the dining room to the living room here. As you come into the living room, you just notice right away the focal point here is the fireplace. We did a really nice fireplace detail here. Pretty simple but effective. Just a simple drywall fireplace detail here with a custom stained mantle. This is an electric linear fireplace unit. And of course, we've got the shadow box there to accept the TV bracket. And one really cool thing that we did here was highlighting the lighting as we framed out the fireplace, basically created a lip here and then hid LED strip light and diffuser in there to spray light back to that wall and just really give it a highlighting effect to create a focal point in the space. It turned out looking really, really good, and it stands out in a good way. Then just off of the living room here, we've got what will be a future patio. So the customer is planning to do a patio here in the future, but wanted to accommodate that with some coverage as far as a roof above it. So we built that right into the roof system. Carried forward, this vaulted ceiling that you see here carries right out and through the covered patio, and closed off that gable there to provide some protection from the elements out in that space. So that turned out really, really good. Okay, we'll bring you back through the hallway, and just off of this hallway here, we've got the stairs which go to the basement. I can show you that in just a minute. Really nice couple of light fixtures up in here that kind of highlight the stairway here. Just a really simple paint grade railing system here, but you'll notice that the color does match right in with the kitchen, so just sort of giving some continuity and some flow to the space back through and off of the kitchen. And then we head back through, we enter here the mudroom / laundry room. So we're set up here for a stackable washer and dryer, which has already been installed. And then laundry vanity space here as well. A little bit of a drying hook here to hang up clothing as it comes out of the dryer. So just a nice, convenient, efficiently managed space here for that mudroom laundry room. And then we have the coat closet here just off of the vanity. And through this door, we've got our garage. So a couple notes here on the garage. It is a great big car and a half is what we'll say. It's not quite a 2-car garage here. What we did above the overhead door was these nice transom windows. And with that, whenever we have transom windows, we like to do a jack shaft opener here, which means that nothing has to hang down in front of those windows. So when you're looking through the window, you don't see a whole bunch of, well, the opener and chain and everything hanging down in front of the window. It's just nice and cleanly tucked over into this space. The reason why we did do these transom windows was a couple things. One, we didn't want to do them in the door in this case, and from the outside, it provides some continuity, because you'll notice as we go through that all the windows in this house have some transoms. So as far as trim out, everything matches from the outside, and then from the inside, of course, it gives you the benefit of some natural light. Also, just before we leave the garage here, this is not drywall. This is our easy liner system. If you've watched many of our videos, you'll be pretty familiar with that, but we do that in every single garage. And what that basically means is your walls in your garage are waterproof, which is a nice feature to have. Okay, we'll bring you back in through and towards the master bedroom. But before we get to the master bedroom, there's a 2-piece powder room here. Just a nice pedestal sink in here and wall-mounted light, of course, centered on that sink. And then the toilet is on this side. There you can see some tile there on the floor. And then one thing too is this has a pocket door. This space here, it could get to be a little bit congested if there was swinging doors. So to get a little bit of space efficiency, we decided to do a pocket door in that space there just to keep it out of the way. Come on back through and into the master bedroom. Good sized window there looking out the back. There's that transom that I was talking about in the garage. So again, just keeping that continuity. You can see that this vinyl plank flooring does carry right into the master bedroom as well. The bed will be on this side. We've got set up here for reading lamps, which we're just waiting on a couple fixtures for those actually. But each reading lamp that's built right in has its own dedicated switch on each side, and then a power outlet just below that. Then we'll look in here for the walk-in closet. Huge walk-in closet here, lots of storage for all those clothes. And I guess one thing to note here would be that we do go through the shelving layout with every one of our customers just to make sure that we're accommodating their needs as far as clothes. Everybody has a little different need when it comes to the walk-in closet. So here's the result in this case. Just off the walk-in closet, we've got a linen closet here, and just adds to the storage again, differentiates some of the storage. So clothes, and then in this side here you've got your towels and linens and all those good things. Okay, and then right beside the linen closet, of course, is the ensuite bathroom, which turned out looking amazing. We've got a nice black and white sort of theme going on here. Quartz countertops on the double vanity with a nice undermount sink here. And then just, you'll notice that it's a little bit of a mix of chrome and black fixtures as you go through. The light fixtures here have that black in them that really plays well off of the countertop, and then the white kind of plays with the lighting and some of the rest of the fixtures. So it turned out looking really, really good. Custom shower just off in this corner here. We have our marble base down in here, and then nice tile work sort of surrounding the shower with the glass enclosure. That's a two-sided glass enclosure there. One thing to note here as well, we did build some shampoo shelving right into the tile, and really, really love how actually both of these tiles, you can kind of see the texture difference here. This tile is slightly different, of course, from this tile, and the quartz countertop plays nicely sort of off of both of them. So turned out good. That's what you get when you have a professional interior designer helping you along with your selections. And then just in behind the shower here, we've got this nice freestanding tub. This is a Mirlin Demi. It's been a very, very popular tub for us. Just sits in there nicely. And then just above it, we've got another piano window. Again, we want some natural light coming through, but we do want privacy in the tub for obvious reasons. And then just a nice pendant light there, just centered above the tub to give it some nice lighting there. Okay, we'll take you on down to the basement now and show you that. Here we go. Just heading down to the basement here. This is a partially finished basement. In this space here, we did completely finish this little bit of a alcove here at the bottom of the stairs. That is to differentiate the finish from the unfinished for the time being, but also to provide some privacy. So you close this door if there's some noise going on in the basement, and upstairs doesn't have to hear that noise, I guess. Coming into the partially finished portion of this basement, we got a great big huge rec room here. And we've done this a few times before. This customer just wanted the mess of the drywall over with, and I could totally understand why. So we did all the electrical wiring, insulating, all the things that we would normally do, drywalled, finished, primed, stopped. So basically what needs to be done here from here to finish it is a little bit of flooring, some paint, slight little bit of trim out on the windows and little details like that. But then the basement is finished and can be finished down the road fairly easily. We've got a couple of egress windows in the rec room space here. We always like to have big windows in our basements. And of course there's our window well. Just looks a little nicer with that faux stone finish than looking straight at bright shiny metal as we used to years ago. So again, rec room here, we're set up for the media space here, so there will be a future TV on this wall. I'm picturing some couches in this space, and then on this side, you know, potential for maybe a pool table, bar, what have you in this area here. Just off the rec room, we've got a future bedroom here. Again, egress window, dedicated space here for a future closet. And the bathroom itself, we did completely finish. Our customer didn't want to try their hand in plumbing, so they wanted this space completely finished, and that's no problem at all. We've got a 3-piece bathroom here, so the acrylic 1-piece tub shower unit here, just really simple, easy to clean, all those good things. And then we've got the nice vanity here with the quartz top, undermount sink, and this space here will just be used for guests that come over and stay for the night and things like that. Just off the bathroom, we've got another, what could be another future bedroom. It is just being used for storage right at the moment, so we won't bother going in there, but there is another window, egress window in there as well. And then we come through into the utility space. Underneath the stairs, we've got some paint, a little bit of flooring left over, things like that. We always like to leave those things behind for our customers. And then we come into the utility space, and we've got lots and lots of things to talk about in here. So we've got our 200 amp panel here. We've even got everything connected for Quadro already, so that's great, up and running. Oh, one other thing to note here as well, we've got an energy monitoring system. You can see the box for it down here, but that energy monitoring system will just monitor all the different circuits and what they are consuming as far as hydro in real time, essentially. So that's kind of neat. Water softener here. We live in the Stone Town. We've got lime in our water, so we definitely need to soften it with some salt. Condensing water heater here, so on-demand water heater. You never run out of hot water. It's also a lot more efficient than those tanked units that are sitting there boiling water all day long. So we like to do that in every single house that we do. We are developing some new utility criteria, let's say, around this, where we might be switching this out for a boiler in some future builds and running a little different system, so stay tuned for updates on that. We've got our ERV right here, so that's bringing in fresh air from outside, filtering it through, and then bringing it back through the forced air system through the furnace. And then we've got our furnace here, so modulating 98% Rude furnace here. Modulating, if you don't know, basically means that single stage would be off or on. Two stage would be off, medium, or on, or sorry, off, medium, or full blown on, 100% on. Modulating means that there's 300 and some odd different speeds that it modulates at throughout. So if it's just calling for 33% on or 22% on, it will temper the airflow through that process. So that's kind of nice and makes for a more comfortable airflow. Just off this corner, we just got a little bit of a laundry sink here, and that was just a request by the customer to have the laundry sink in their utility space. So anyways, guys, that is the full tour today. Thanks for joining us. If you have any questions, just let us know. Take care.